Hello and welcome to meditation tip number 21. In this tip we're going to be discussing, reflecting about meditation and sport. How meditation can help us with our physical activities. So there's a very strong link between our mind and our body and our body and our mind. Whether an action has meaning or not depends upon our intention. So there's one school of thought that sport has no meaning, it's purposeless, and therefore there's no need to engage in it. But whether an action has meaning or not depends upon our intention, so we can engage in sporting activities with a positive intention. Then of course it brings meaning to the activity. Also, meditation can improve sporting activity. This is quite apparent if we reflect upon the benefits of meditation. Some of the essential benefits of meditation: it helps to increase focus, it helps to increase concentration, it helps us to develop mental stillness, it helps to develop a clarity and a calmness within the mind. It improves our interactions and relationships with others. It helps us to manage and to let go of stress. Meditation practice can assist us in challenging and difficult situations. It's a great asset and a great tool that can help us. So for someone engaged in sport, whether it's sport on an amateur level, sport on a purely social level, or elite sport, meditation practice can help. There's an article you can read if you click on this link here about an experience that I myself had with running, and how I brought meditation practice into some running that I did last year, and how it actually helped me improve my running and also improve the time of the race. So if you're interested, have a read. You'll find other accounts on the net about how meditation has helped people in sport. You know, there were some high-profile sports people. Tiger Woods, for example, is one person who has engaged in meditation practice at various points in his life. Ryan Giggs, the LA Lakers basketball team, several Indian cricketers, the GB hockey team. You know, you can read around how sometimes they bring meditation practice into their schedule to help them focus, and it's proved very beneficial. Yeah. So whatever sport you engage in, of course, a lot of sport is about focus. It's about concentration. It's about a clear, still mind, and meditation helps us to develop that. So it's another reason to practice meditation. You know, and if I kind of tip around, if we're engaging in a sporting activity, whether it's going maybe a race, or we're going on a cycle ride, we're preparing ourselves, and often there's nerves. It doesn't have to just be sport, it can be any circumstance when there's nerves, whether it's an exam, an interview. But in this instance, like some event, maybe a build-up to running a marathon for charity, or a 10K or something like that, and we're feeling a bit nervous. Meditation really can help to calm those nerves, to still our mind, and to help us focus before the race. And then also during the sporting activity, we can call upon the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness, as mentioned in other videos, is a byproduct. It's a natural effect of a formal meditation practice. So then we bring mindfulness into activity, whether it's running. You know, with the article mentioned here, you know, we talk about mindful walking, mindful walking. We can also do mindful running. Yeah. And actually, in some respects, when we run, and if we run at a good pace, where we're actually you know, we don't really have time to think very much, and it's very physical, very physical. We're just focusing on our breath, focusing on one foot after the next, touching the ground. There's actually almost like a natural mindfulness coming in there. And then if we can bring in the mindfulness that we've learned in meditation, it'll be very powerful, and then we enter into the zone. That's what I wanted to conclude with in this video is, athletes, they talk about entering the zone. You hear cyclists, elite cyclists who, when they're engaged in something like the Tour de France, and they get to a point where they transcend. Yeah, they transcend the mundane mentally, almost like a spiritual activity. They enter into this zone where their minds are completely clear, completely focused. So this kind of zone is something that we can enter into meditation, but combining the two together, sporting activity and the practice of mindfulness, of course, we can enter into that zone as a very uplifting effect on our mind, and it's also very good for our body. So these two go hand in hand. The body and mind are so linked together. Sporting activities, whatever it is, all depends on our intention, whether there's any meaning behind it. So, yeah, you can use meditation to help you in your physical activities, and in the same way, those physical activities then help your meditation practice. It's common sense. If you want to progress with meditation, if you want to reap the rewards from meditation practice, then we need some form of physical exercise. A good diet and physical exercise is a good foundation for developing a meditation practice. Okay, so that's meditation tip number 21, looking at how meditation can help us with our physical activities, sporting activities. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time.